Hello friends, now today we are going to start with unit number 6, multiple integration, where we are going to study double integration, triple integration and its application. Okay, so first of all we are going to start with double integration. Now if you have the double integration of the function f of xy with respect to x and y, and that r is nothing but what it is over that region R. Now basically while solving the double integration you have to take care of the limits. Okay. Now if you look at the first part inside the bracket, there you are having the limits of y as g1x to g2x and the limits of x as a to b. Okay. Now if you look at the limits of x, they are the constant, and the limits of y, they are not constant, they are the functions of x. Okay. To remember that whenever the limits of y are variables and the limits of x are constant, you are supposed to integrate with respect to y first. Okay, so here we are going to integrate with respect to y first, and then we are going to integrate with respect to x. Okay. Another thing that you have to remember that the limits of y are always in terms of x or a constant, or limits of x are always constant, or they are in terms of y. Okay. Now the second kind of case that you are going to have is, now here the limits of y are constant and the limits of x are the variables. So if you observe another thing over here that I mentioned earlier, the limits of x are in terms of y and limits of y over here is constant. So what we have to do is we have to integrate with respect to x first and then with respect to y. Okay. Now there is one more case, that if the limits of x and y both are constant. Now in this case there is no specific order. You can integrate with respect to x first or you can integrate with respect to y first. The answer that you are going to get will be the same. Okay. So there is no priority. You can integrate with respect to x or y first. Okay, you are going to get the same answer if the limits are constant. Okay. Now just see one example how to solve the problem. Now suppose if you have the integration from 0 to 1 and x square to 2 minus x y dy dx. Now see, integration is not depending on what is the order over here, it is depending on what kind of limits you are having. Now if you look at this limits, x square to 2 minus x, they are the limits of y. Okay, and the limits of x are what? Limits of x are 0 to 1. So since the limits of y are variable over here, x square to 2 minus x, we have to integrate with respect to y first. Okay, and then we are going to integrate with respect to x. Okay, so since we are going to integrate with respect to y first, already I mentioned over here, integrate with respect to y first, you are going to get the integration of y as y square by 2, and then we are going to put the limits x square and 2 minus x. So when you put the upper limit 2 minus x first, you are going to get 2 minus x whole square by 2 minus x square by 2. Okay, so we are going to take that 1 by 2 outside. When you take that 1 by 2 outside, and when you expand 2 minus x whole square, and x square is x raised to 4, when you integrate that thing, you are going to get something like this: 4x minus 4x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x to the power 5 by 5. This will be the integration of this thing. Now when you put the limit 0 to 1, you are going to get 4 minus 4 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5, minus, when you put the lower limit, all the terms will be 0. So when you simplify, you are going to get it as 1 upon 2 into 32 by 15. When you simplify, you are going to get it as 16 upon 15. So while solving the problem, if the limits are given, what you have to take care is you have to check out the limits, and the limits of, if the limits of y are variable, you have to integrate with respect to y first, and the limits which are constant, that will have a second priority. Okay. Now let us see the thing when the limits are not provided to you. Now in the last example the limits are given to you, and we have seen how to solve the problem. Now here we are going to see that when the limits are not provided and region is given to you, how to get the limits from it. So to integrate with respect to x first, consider the region made up of the horizontal strip. So remember, whenever um, the region is provided, and if you want to suppose integrate with respect to x first, you have to consider a strip parallel to x-axis. Similarly, if the region is provided and if you want to integrate with respect to y first, you have to consider a strip parallel to y-axis. In fact, when you consider a strip parallel to y-axis, you have to integrate with respect to y first. Whenever you want to consider a strip parallel to x-axis, you have to integrate with respect to x first. Okay. Now, when you consider a strip parallel to x-axis, the lower end of that strip and the upper end of that strip will give you the limits of x. And when you move that strip in that region, that will give the corresponding limits of y. We are going to see the demonstration of it in the next slide. Similarly, uh, if you if you want to integrate with respect to y first, we are going to consider a strip parallel to y-axis, a vertical strip. And again, the lower end of that strip and the upper end of that strip will give you the limits of y. And when you move in that particular region, you are going to get the limits of x. Okay, so if you look at this diagram, so this triangular part, this is our region. Okay, inside that triangle. Now suppose we want to integrate with respect to y first. What you are going to do, we are going to consider a strip in this region parallel to y-axis. So this kind of strip, you can draw that strip anywhere. Now the dark black spot that you are having at the end, this will give you what? This will give you the limits of y. So here the value of y will be 0, and here the value of y will be some value is there. So that value you are going to get it over there. Okay. So see, this is nothing. This will give you, yeah, x will vary from 0 to a, and or a to b, whatever, 0 or a to b, and that lower end of the strip, that is y equal to f1x, and the upper end of the strip will give you the y equal to some f2x. Okay, so whenever you want to find out integration with respect to y first, we are going to consider a strip parallel to y-axis. And how to get the limits? Be careful, listen here. Once again, I'm telling you, the lower end where it will be, that will give you, there you are going to have y equal to something. That is nothing but your lower limit for y, and this is nothing but your upper limit of y. Similarly, now when you rotate this strip from this point to this point, this will give you the limits of x. So limits will be from a to b. I hope you are getting. Similarly, now if you want to integrate with respect to x, in that case what we are going to do, in this region we are going to consider a strip parallel to x-axis. Now this strip we are going to move from this point to this point. Okay, we are going to move this strip from this point to that point. So that will give you the limits of y. So limits will be y equal to c and y equal to some d over there. Okay, and similarly the lower end of that strip, and that is, we can say, the left hand side, and the right hand side part of it will give you the limits of x. So remember here another thing, if you observe here in this thing, that whenever you consider a strip parallel to x-axis, the limits of x will be variable and y will be constant. Similarly, when you consider a strip parallel to y-axis, limits of y will be variables and limits of x will be constant. Okay, so let us see one example on it. Now here the limits are not provided, but the region is given. It is bounded by y equal to x square and y equal to x. Now y equal to x is nothing but a parabola that is drawn over there, and y equal to x is a straight line passing through origin. Okay, now the intersection of these two is nothing but this region. Okay, now we want to find, that is our particular region R. So here I have drawn a strip parallel to y-axis. Okay, so if you observe over here, the lower end of that strip will give the limit of y as x square. Okay, this part, because it is on this parabola, and the upper end of y is on this line, therefore y is equal to x there. So limits of y will be from x square to x. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to move the strip from this point to this points. Okay, so the limits of x will be from 0 to 1. Now one other thing, To get this point, this is quite simple. This is 0, 0. So to get this thing, you have to simplify these two equation. So you are having y equal to x square and y equal to x. So when you equate x square and x, you are going to get the values of x as 0 and 1. Okay, so this point will be 1, 1. Okay, now we are having all the limits. We put that limits over here, 0, 1 and x square x. And since we have considered a strip parallel to y-axis, we have to integrate with respect to y first. So integration of y will be y square by 2. Then we are going to put the limits over here. When you put the limits, you are going to get something like this. And when you simplify, you are going to get the answer as 1 by 2 into 2 by 15. 2 will get cancelled out, and the final answer will be 1 by 15. I hope you are getting all the problems. Okay, we'll stop here today. In the next problem, in the next topic, we are going to study change of order. Thank you.